who have got wounds of people who have been shot in the CBD. What happened?
What happened is that a group of foreign nationals were camping at a police station in Durban Central, and they were claiming that they feel unsafe. They were being assaulted by people that they could not say who they were, by suspecting much and much. Then we had to negotiate with their leaders, telling them that a police station is not a place where they can come and camp. Nobody resides there. People come there for services, and once it's crowded, some people won't even go there to open cases. But from yesterday, we're negotiating until this morning, where they made it clear to us that they are not going to leave. They are prepared to die in the hands of the police. And we had to remove them from a police station, blocking the entrance, and a legal minimum police force was used to disperse the crowd. Yes, there was a use of stun grenades, there was a use of tear gas, and there was a use of rubber bullets to disperse them, and they dispersed.
So
we have legal recourse in this country that anybody who feels that police did not do or did not act in accordance with the law, they are at liberty to go to open a case at any police station or approach any institution that can assist them to get legal recourse. What happened at the police station, like I've explained, is that the crowd, which were unruly, rowdy, and charging at the police, had to be dispersed from a police station, because that's a place where people go there distressed, they want to open cases, they want to certify.
because in terms of the recourse that you're referring to, you're referring, I would imagine, to IPID, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, which looks into the conduct of police, especially when they're accused of heavy-handedness, right? So that's the process.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, I just want to talk about the SABC News and their journalists. We've got arrogant journalists who are always protecting foreigners. You know, SABC is not for South Africans. It's no longer a public entity. The former president, Jacob Zuma, was not lying when he said SABC is now controlled by the African National Congress. Because what nonsense is this? They will do anything to protect illegal foreigners. Anything. Every time when illegal foreigners are complaining, they will quickly go there and interview those people. And it's sickening now. I'm sick and tired of the SABC. We really need to boycott SABC. There was this journalist who was interviewing the SAPS spokesperson of KwaZulu-Natal, Netwenda, about illegal foreigners that were shot in the police station in Durban. He was threatening Netwenda. He's saying no, illegal foreigners must now, he doesn't like to use that word, illegal foreigners. By the way, they are illegal aliens. Even if police were to check their passports and their permits or whatsoever, they would say no, it's Home Affairs who's supposed to do that. You are not qualified to do that. Why did you do that? They will try and find any excuse just to protect the illegal foreigners. It's really interesting that Tembeka, is it Tembeka or Mlot or something like that. I think his name is Tembeka. He was saying, should the illegal foreigners want to complain, will they go to IPID just because they were shot with rubber bullets? You know, every time when South Africans are striking, I remember when I was a student, we used to strike like it's nobody's business at varsities. Like we used to strike and they will just throw a tear gas. Sometimes they will use that itchy water. They will just pour that water on us just to control the crowd, and they will use rubber bullets. So now, what's so special about these illegal foreigners? Did they use the real guns? No, they used the rubber bullets. Now you are threatening the SAPS. Netwenda was supposed to say, you know what, we should be arresting you because now you are trying to put a wrong narrative in the public. People who are watching are probably saying, no, South African police are very brutal. They don't like illegal foreigners. Because he simply said, no, we did not want these people in our police station. Apparently, there were a lot of illegal foreigners and they were there since last night. Can you imagine? Police are trying to negotiate with those stupid people. They are no longer arrogant, saying that they would rather die in the hands of police. Why can't you guys go home like you were very arrogant when we were telling you that go back home, stop committing crime in this country? You were all giggling, laughing, calling us stupid, and calling Black South Africans weak. You even insulted our police, by the way. You said there's nothing that they can do. You bribed them. Now they're acting. You are suddenly scared. Wow. What a wow. I just want to say what a wow, because we're not going to tolerate this nonsense. And the March on March will continue to make the government uncomfortable because they don't want to listen to South Africans. They don't, especially Black South Africans. We have to live with those people. We never had issues when we came here. We never had issues, illegal or legal, we never had issues. Then you started committing crime, bringing powder into this country, collaborating with politicians, bringing powder in this country, and you are still working with politicians. We've seen Zamazama. I was watching news from Africa. Soldiers are now dealing with the Zamazamas. Apparently, some of them were shot, others were injured, and 26 Zamazamas were arrested. Soldiers told them that you are going to take these things and put it in a truck so that we will remove these things. I like what the SANDF is doing, because they should continue doing this thing, because we'll soon know about the politicians who are doing these things, because these Zamazamas are working with politicians and the so-called business people in this country. The SANDF should make this country proud. They should make us proud. Make sure that Zamazamas are going back to their countries. Whether they are going back in a black body bag or deported, it's up to them. Deal with these illegal activities in this country. We really need to deal with these people. I don't understand why Thembeka was busy threatening the spokesperson of KwaZulu-Natal. What should police do? You don't say that nonsense when students are striking and police are now controlling the crowd and trying to intervene, trying to control the situation. You don't say no, the students should go and lay charges against police. Why are you threatening the police, mister? Why? Why are you doing that nonsense? You know, we should call out nonsense. And in fact, if I was Nhlanhla, I was going to lay a complaint against you, Thembeka. You are trying to damage the reputation of the SAPS. Who are you telling police that they shouldn't do their job? How do you control a crowd if people don't want to move? And Joanna made it very clear that there were people who were going there to certify their documents, to open cases, and these people were just there and they didn't want to move. He stated that firstly they negotiated with those people and they didn't want to listen. No, we cannot be abused by the SABC and their useless journalists. We can no longer take that nonsense. You know, during apartheid, we had sellouts. Black South Africans were sellouts. And even today, we still have those people. People like Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. And it's a shame. Somebody who's a PhD holder is calling March and March the xenophobic group. You know, Jomane from TikTok was right about you. You are an educated fool. Things are slowly changing in this country. Look at what they are doing in Johannesburg. They are removing those illegal structures. Now the courts are fighting. Apparently, they have stated that they need to halt that operation. They need to stop. So we really need to find out who are these people who are taking the city of Johannesburg to court. I'm telling you, it's illegal aliens. It's those organizations who are protecting illegal foreigners because they're benefiting out of this chaos. It's high time South Africans wake up. It's high time we bring law and order in this country. We're no longer going to listen to politicians. Unfortunately, we're no longer going to listen to stupid politicians because they're benefiting in this chaos. We should never, ever listen to politicians anymore. These people are unaliving our police. There were 2 police officers who died in Johannesburg. They were unalived by Moyo, a thug from Zimbabwe. He's nowhere to be found. He escaped. He's a fugitive. Wherever he is, he's a fugitive. And there were allegations that he came back and did some robbery around Gauteng. And they were suspecting that man. Zimbabwean police don't even bother to assist us. You know, I will always respect Umswati I do disagree with how he handles his country, but that man will do anything to protect the SAPS. He will do anything to protect our police. Whenever these people run away and go to Swatini, he will make sure to catch them. But what about Zimbabwe? Arrogant Zimbabweans, their president, who can't even help their poor citizens. They're coming here in this country. Unemployment in this country is skyrocketing. Yet they always come here to do crime and say, no, we're looking for opportunities in this country. If I were to become a president today, I will tell the Zimbabweans or any foreigner, by the way, whether that foreigner is legal or illegal, I will tell them that I'll no longer hire them in the public institutions. I will no longer hire them. Whether it's a hospital, whether it's universities, whether it's schools, I'm no longer going to hire you. I have to consider South Africans first. You know, our doctors are sitting at home, nurses are sitting at home. Everyone is unemployed because of these foreigners. And I'm glad the UK is now waking up. They're also busy striking. They don't want these people. They don't want these aliens. They've messed up their cities. You know, I'm glad that they are waking up. Shame on you, SABC, labeling our police as xenophobic. We should deal with illegal activities in this country decisively. We should call out the sellouts. We should really call them out because they are spreading misinformation. SABC News is a huge entity, yet they are busy spreading misinformation. What a shame to SABC. What a shame. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode. Bye.